Okay, I'm Dean Gordonitis, Unleash This Book Reviews, where I talk to you guys about books. And today I'm talking to you about a book in the comic styling from an independent book publishing company, author that I love. I've reviewed before. A.P. Menzies, along with his friend Nick Ebling, and their press, Dirt Bike Press, have released Gunwolf, Get Ready to Get Killed, which is an absurd comic that I love, and I'll get to that in a second. But for those of you that have been around for a long time, I reviewed A.P. Menzies' first book, as far as I know it's his first book, called Friends and Other Signs of the Apocalypse, and that was back in the day, maybe a year and a half ago. I'll include a link to that so you guys can check out that review if you want, but I was a big fan of that book when it came out, so I was excited to hear about this one, and I got my hands on a copy, and it's really cool. So the story, as I said, is by Nick Ebling, A.P. Menzies, and it's illustrated by, and forgive me for the mispronunciation here, but it's Akiko Starenberger, I believe. Yeah, so the comic is in black and white, which, took me a second to get used to. I'm used to my comics in color and everything like that, but once you adjust, it's fine, it's cool. It's the first in a 3-part series that's going to be getting released, and the story revolves around, of course, Gunwolf, who is an agent for a Japanese company who has pretty much taken over every American merchant company possible. It's not too far from the way things are today, but it's definitely making a lot of remarks and comments about our current society, but it's supposed to take place, in a much more dystopian, like everything is just kind of controlled by this company. And the company's name is Hirohito, I believe, and pronunciation again. Anyways, Gunwolf works for Hirohito. Man, I bet you that's totally wrong pronounced, but yeah, he works for them as like an agent who goes to correct any merchants that have been, taken over by the company, who are being, less than desirable in their willingness to work together in the way that Hirohito would like them to work. So the agent goes out there, lays a whooping down, but Gunwolf is a very special agent. He's considered one of the highest up in the society there that he works for, Hirohito, but he's also, very tough to predict. He's unpredictable. He's very, very punk, you could say, where he kind of does things his own way, and maybe he won't follow instructions exactly right, but in the end he gets the job done, and you can really rely on him. That's all taken from the first few pages of the book. So then things just get extremely crazy, absurd, irreverent, everything that makes a comic book fun. And all those like rough edges that come from, it being an independent book is what makes it so lovable. The heart and soul that you can feel in this story, it seems to me, what makes me laugh the most about it. Let me check my notes, make sure I'm not missing anything else really here about it. Right now you can, just so you guys know, you can get the comic book for $10 from gunwolf.com. You can also get there by visiting dirtbikepress.com and see some of their other stuff there. And then they also have a 15... My notes are messed up. A record, though, a soundtrack that goes to this comic, and that is printed on this awesome double-sided picture disc, and I'll go get that right now to show it to you guys. But basically what it is along with this comic book came a mixtape, and the mixtape is awesome. So at first I was a little hesitant. I'm thinking, this is sort of a little gimmicky along the side. A lot of times authors try to work music to go in along with their product. Doesn't really work that well. Maybe they can't find good enough artists, things like that. But that's not the case here. The music that's included is awesome music that's really introduced me to some cool new musicians. Coco Morier, off the top of my head, is one that I found that really really impressed. Made me investigate further online for more stuff that's not included with this. Let me go get the album so you can see how cool it is. And obviously, For some reason, when you show a product on a YouTube video, it never looks as cool as it actually does in person, but this will give it a good shot. So this is Gunwolf right here, and then on the other side is the cover of the comic book. So, really cool stuff. This is $26, I think, and you know, the comic book price, the album price, they're a little more expensive than what you're going to get from mainstream sellers, but you're also getting a lot of heart, a lot of soul, and you know that the money is going to the right things. These guys, you know, they're independent publishers. They might scrap a few dollars off the top to make sure that they can keep things rolling and everything like that, but I guarantee the money you're paying is going towards the cost of producing this kind of stuff. You know, it's tough when you're only being able to make limited prints and stuff. This isn't Barnes & Noble we're talking about, you know what I mean? Let's see, I dropped my notes here. I just want to make sure I didn't forget anything else. Not really. You know, there's a YouTube video. I'll include a link for that down below. It's like a promo for this, and that's in color, and that was like so cool to see. So what I'm kind of hoping is maybe once the 3-piece series is done, maybe they'll end up getting like a color version, hardback collection of all 3 together as like a collector's item. That would be sweet in my book. I'd pick that up right away. But the animated preview on YouTube is awesome. Check it out if you want to get a taste of what the comic book's about. So I think that's about all I have to say for now. I am trying to read different books at the moment, so we'll see what comes next in video land. Anyways, I think that's all I really have to say. Love your loved ones, treat strangers nicely, and I'll try and do the same. Just go out there and be a good person, right? Alright, I'll see you guys later.